regard. Also, what maybe is interesting, the term fixed term rates. Should we go into that, Dimitri?
Yes, of course. Let's get straight to it. For fixed term rates, you can start off.
Yeah, basically, in Germany, you can pick your interest rate for a certain period of time. And the German standard in that regard is 10 years, usually. That's what most people pick. That means your interest rate is fixed for this period of time for 10 years, even if your loan may have a longer duration of 30, 40, or 25 years. You have to, that means basically you have to or can renegotiate the interest rate in 10 years. You will get a new offer from your own bank prior to that, like 3 or 4 months prior, based on the market interest rate in that period of time in the future. Of course, we will also contact you to see what's around in the market. Why 10 years? Well, the background here is that, as of now at least, if you sell a property in Germany after 10 years, you don't have to pay capital gains taxes on that. So it's tax-free in that sense. That's why most people pick the 10 years. But of course, you can go shorter. You can go for a 5-year fixed term rate if you say, okay, I'm pretty confident for whatever reason that in 5 years we have a lower interest rate. But if you're the type that needs more security, you can go longer. You can even go 15, 20, 25 years. But of course, that's much more expensive. So it depends on your personal sense of security.
Absolutely correct. So what also a very important information is that you have mentioned, I would like to specify this for a second. When you buy a property in Germany, when you use it on your own, you need to hold on to it for at least 3 years of ownership to have the possibility to sell it capital gains tax-free without any capital gains tax. And if you're renting the property out, if you are an investor, you need to obey the 10-year rule. So you can sell capital gains free after 10 years of ownership. What also is very important and also will affect the interest rate to the positive or negative are some extras and additions from different banks. Some of the banks have the possibility to discount a rate if the property is green rated, as I also mentioned before with ING. So if you have an energy A+ or A rating, beside of some governmental loans that we also need to talk about in a private and personal consultation, if you aim for a new build property, then some of the banks or governmental institutions, builder, if they match the criteria, offering some discounted loans. This is another topic. This would explode the whole situation as of today. We'll talk about it individually. But if you have an energy A+ or A property, then some of the banks have some interest rate discounts. If you open an account with them, like a salary account, sometimes may help. Sometimes the banks want that. Sometimes banks ask for a higher interest rate if the property is yet to be built in 2 or 3 years, because the bank cannot earn interest from now on. They need to wait until the loan is fully paid to the builder, to you, to the purchase person, because the construction company is asking only for money step by step once the property is finalized, and based on the milestones he reaches, he is only allowed to bill you and to send you the invoices. So there are different specs, and it is impossible also to handle every little aspect of that into 1 hour or into 45 minutes of the pre-introduction. But pretty much I hope the message is clear that we can deliver you a lot of information and a lot of input. Also some, like I said, governmental loans, governmental child programs. If you are married and you are not below a certain income, above a certain income, there are maybe some governmental programs that we also can apply for you for, and you get some 5,000 euros for your children as a one-time cash from the government if you buy your own property to use, etc., etc. There are a lot of topics that we can include or exclude, or we can optimize your financial situation with. So please, 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 guys, one more time, don't hesitate. It costs you nothing. Get yourself consulted. First, in professional consultation and awareness and preparation for you is better, because the very important thing is living in your own property is 1,000 times better than renting out, because when you rent out, you just throwing money out of the window. And this is unfortunately a very, very, very old German, let's call it, mentality that people prefer still, not all of them, but a lot of them, living on rent. And this is something that nobody did really understand, because ownership of the property gains you a lot of security and gains you a lot of also personal relief in your wealth accumulation.
Yeah. And if you stay renting, the rents will probably increase as of now. I mean, that's almost certain at this point.
I think yeah, a lot of people from Erlangen can sing a song about about the rental increases.